Good morning, traders. Welcome back to the Forex Showdown. In today's show, I got FxBigDog with me today. I know most of you guys are happy about that. And in today's show, we're going to go ahead and trade against each other. A battle between me and FxBigDog to see who can close their first two pairs first. So whoever closes their two pairs first will be the winner of the showdown. So stick through the video, and we're going to get started right after this.
All righty, traders. Good afternoon and welcome to, or good afternoon, good morning, good evening. Welcome to the trade battle. Cameron, thank you for bringing me back onto the show. It's been a while since I've been on the show. It's good to be back. We're going to go ahead and talk about markets. Also, not only we look at the 5 currency pairs we normally look at, but I'm going to go ahead and throw in a bonus currency pair this morning. That'll be at the end. Make sure you go ahead and stick around till the end because there's going to be a bonus trade at the end of the session. Also, Cam, we've got some good news about the brokerage companies that we're using. By the way, this video has been sponsored by ACAP. They're based in Australia. They've got great rates. They have a great company. They're great to work with. Let's go ahead and shoot out a little video, Cameron, on ACAP so everyone can get a little bit of know who ACAP is. Go ahead. All right, fantastic. Now, Cameron, I believe that link is for ACAP is inside the description down below. That is correct, right?
Correct.
All right, fantastic. If you want to get, if you're looking for a brokerage company, you want to get hold of a brokerage company, check out ACAP. They're a good company, great company work out in Australia. But we also got another company that we're working with as well that is offering a 500 to 1 leverage. For those that are excited about that, go ahead and reach out to Traders Network Club support team through the online chat, and they'll go ahead and provide you the information that you want. We don't have the link available as of right now, but we will have it next week, or you can go directly to our support team. Go to TradersNetworkClub.com and check it out. Go ahead and click on the online chat, and they'll be able to go ahead and send out an email to support at TradersNetworkClub.com. All right. With that being said, we're going to go ahead and jump into the markets. Now, remember, traders, there's a lot of things that's happened over the last few days, right? We've had a lot of news that's come out, especially last week. We had jobs out last week. This week, if we take a look at this week's data, we can see that we had quite a bit of important news out this week. GDP for the New Zealand dollar. That came out on Wednesday evening. That was GDP, quarterly GDP, which of course shows how the economy is doing. And they showed a negative GDP. It was actually negative 0.6% from the negative 0.2% they expected. So worse than they expected numbers. We had jobs out for the Australians. That showed positive. We expected some rally in the Aussie dollar. And then, of course, the ECB came out yesterday and raised their rates 50 basis points. We're not done with the rate hikes. In fact, next week is going to be a whopper of a week. We got rate decision coming out for the UK, for the Swiss National Bank are looking to, you know what? I wonder if they actually have gone ahead and put out any sort of predictions. It should be out today. Let me take a look and see what's out next week. And yes, okay, it's out. It looks like they are going to raise the rates 50 basis points. So they're going to follow the ECB. They're looking to raise the rates 50 basis points. They haven't been very quick on raising the rates. Now we've got the UK. UK is actually going to increase their rates by 25 basis points. And the US, well, they're going another 25 basis point as well. So not aggressive, 25 basis points. We know that the Feds have committed to raising the rates in March, April, and May. So over the next 3 months, we will see increases in their interest rates. Of course, unless the data chooses to prove otherwise, there may be a decision to make changes to that. So we'll take a look and see how that plays out. So a lot of data coming out this next week. So very exciting stuff. Now, let's dive into what's going on with the market and how we can go ahead and trade it. Cameron, are you ready to rock and roll this morning
I
as we
am
go ahead?
ready to rumble.
All right, now while we're waiting, I'm just going to go ahead and load in on our wheel here. I'm going to load in the currency pairs so we can get this battle on the road. And here. All right, I've got this rocked and roaded here. So let me go ahead and share my screen. And we can go ahead and get this party started. All right, here we go. So sharing the screen in a few minutes right here. Let's go ahead and move this to the side. And let's go ahead and pop in the screen. There we go. Beautiful. Love it when a plan comes together. There we go. All right, fantastic. So here we go. We're going to go ahead and spin the wheel. And I'm not even sure who won the battle last time, Cameron. Oh, I've even lost track. You know, we've been in and out. We haven't really been doing this on a regular basis. So let's go ahead and flip a coin. Heads or tails, Cam?
I'm going to go with tails never fails.
Tails. All right. Good. All right. It's heads. It's me. Okay, I'm going to start first. All right. Let's go ahead and do that. See what I did there? Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and start. I'm going to go roll first. And let's get the currency pair of the. All right. So the first currency. All right. The New Zealand Beast. All right. New Zealand CAD. All right. That's going to be my setup right here. Let me go ahead and jump into the chart. And I've actually been looking at the New Zealand. Oh, nice. All right. You're going to have to. I'm going to. Don't click. Camera. Are you pushing something?
Yeah, it's just popping up on my screen. I just click cancel.
Yeah,
Okay.
don't do that. For some
well.
reason, we should have two connections to this, and I don't know why I keep doing this, but we should have two connections. But don't do that for right now.
Okay.
Let me go ahead and see what's going on here first, and then you can go ahead and jump in. All right, so traders, I believe that the New Zealand cat is at an extreme level. If we go ahead and take a look over here, we had some lows forming right here. But this inside structure, let me see what's going on here with the inside structure. All right, there it is there. Price gone all the way up here to the top. Correction is due. It's gone a little bit above that. Correction is due. So I'm going to take a look at the lot. That's the 15, by the way. If I go to the 1 hour, we see also this previous high right here being tested. If I go to the daily time frame and I pull up the daily. Oh, by the way, if I go to the let's go to the weekly. Actually, I'm going to go to the monthly. Look at the monthly right here. On the monthly, we can see that we've had this big, solid rally right here. And let me take let me take a couple of things out of the way. We had this big, strong rally. We had this evening star forming right here. I'm seeing this as a test. And if I throw in a 200 EMA on here just to get this party started, let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to throw in a, let's just do it here. An EMA right here. X. Oh, let's just see EMA if it works this way. Oh, there we go. So if I go ahead and put in an EMA, and let's see here. Let's just use this one. Let me see what this one does. No, I don't want to do that. Let's just go. All right, let's just go throw this one right here. And I'm going to go ahead and make it a 200. Right here, I'm going to change the color. Make it a little thicker too. Let's do go ahead and do this. Actually, that's fine, just like it is. Hang on, wait a minute. All right, let's do this. So that's the 200. How come did it change? Doesn't look like it changed. Should have changed. Did I say 20? Darn it, 200. There we go. Perfect. Oh, hang on. I just realized what I did. Yeah. Let's do. I'm having such a problem today with this. Something's changed. This is not right. Why is this not looking? Why is this something wrong? Oh, darn it. I'm on a monthly. No wonder. All right, I was wondering what's going on here. All right, here we go. Do the daily. All right, that looks better. Monthly. That doesn't look right, though. Hold on a second, Cam. Keep doing that, buddy. Weekly. All right, there we go. So I've got the weekly opened up over here. And notice that the 200 EMA is testing the weekly. All right, so there's a couple of things here. Number one, we've got the 200 EMA testing the weekly. We've got testing that level right there. If I go down to the let's go to the 4-hour. 4-hour time frame, I'm not seeing anything here on the 4-hour. Cam, are you pushing that button again?
Oops.
Yep. Oopsie, you are. Okay.
It's a habit. I want to look at the market.
Stop doing it. Stop. All right, yeah, we got resistance right here. So I'm going to go ahead and say that Cameron, right now, let's go sell. Let's go to the 1 hour. Yep, let's go sell New Zealand CAD. All right, now Cameron's going to go ahead and put in some trades right here. And you'll notice that he's going to go to the New Zealand CAD. He's using a tool called the Pip Hunter Trading Tool. It's going to be simply click, confirm, and it's in. He's got all his risk management put in right there. Go ahead and throw that one in. Do not hesitate. There we go. Perfect. All right, there we go. He is in and he's chasing. Now, a good thing about what we're doing right here is that you can go on your phone, go to Telegram. If you go into the description down below, there's a link there, a Telegram link that you can get all these trade ideas that we're sending out here. You can actually go ahead and check it out. So it's already available for you. You can just check it out. It's it should be found in your in the Telegram down below in the description. So make sure you go ahead and check that out, so you can go ahead and follow along the way. Now, I am going to give you my views about the New Zealand CAD in a minute, what I expect the New Zealand CAD to do overall. Let me go ahead and do that before I pass on to Cameron. So just as we look at the daily time frame right here, we can see that the market is setting up in actually a little bit of a range here. So we are in a range, but we are seeing here that there is price coming to a very key level of resistance. There it is there. So there's a somewhat pennant forming right here, actually a falling wedge. And it looks something like this. There it is. It looks like something like this. And you can see how the market's gone ahead and tested this area, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right here. So this is what I'm looking at. I'm looking at the market going in up and down inside this pennant, and I'm expecting that this test right here is just a test before the market comes back down further. Now, I thought we were on the way. Clearly, we were not. Market's gone back down and tested this area. So it looks like we're now at that resistance. It's going to be interesting to see whether we break through there. And if we do, then maybe we have to look at the alternative. But I'm still expecting New Zealand CAD to head back down to this level right here, which is around about 8,300. It could be a little bit higher than that, but around about 8,300 to about 8,400 is that 100 pip range based off this daily time frame. So this is what I'm expecting long term on the New Zealand CAD before we actually start seeing some rally. So I don't think this is going to cause the breakout. I could be wrong, but I don't believe it's going to be if this this falling wedge does hold and price moves down to at least the bottom of 8,300 before we see the upside rally. All right, Cameron, let's go ahead and move on to the next currency pair. And the next currency pair is going to be Euro US dollar. It's yours, buddy.
Okay, Euro US dollar. Let's pull that up. Take a look at the 1 hour here. All right, first thing I noticed here is price came up to the supply zone, and we got a little retest here on the supply zone. Nice pullback. So what we did see is price went ahead and moved bullish here, went into our supply zone and showed a nice test in the supply zone. So we did get a little bounce back down. Now looking at the 1 hour here, what we did notice is that previous highs are all the way up here. Price has gone ahead and created a low at the bottom here. We have a new high at the supply zone. So we're going to get a pullback here. Where's price going to pull back to? We haven't gotten to the oversold position yet. So we're looking to see where is price targeting to pull back to. So let's go to the lower time frame here. I don't know why my chart is laggy today. Okay. So what we did notice here, price went ahead and broke through this low. On my MACD here, we see that price when it broke this low, came back up to maybe retest a little bit. We should see maybe a continuous bearish move here as price wants to go ahead and pull back to some liquidity here. We got some positive divergence here on the 50-minute time frame. Might change my mind here as we're starting to see maybe price wants to push back up here, maybe retest the supply zone. Let me see how many pips is it to the supply zone. You're clicking it?
Nope, did nothing.
You're throwing me off here.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. We'll have to fix that up.
Back to these highs here is about almost around 30 pip range. Let me go to a 5-minute time frame here. I just want to see something here. All right, look at this. Price is now breaking through this highs. Continue to want to maybe push back up to our supply zone here. If I take a look at the US dollar, I just sometimes see what the US dollar CAD is doing against the Canadian dollar. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and buy here on the Euro US dollar. I think we're seeing a little bit of a pullback right now, and I think price wanted to just move in this consolidation zone right here. It kind of dipped a little bit. Maybe it might retrace a little bit further back down, but I think price wants to come back up here to go ahead and retest the supply zone, possibly want to break through supply and grab some liquidity above our supply zone here. So I'm gonna go ahead with a buy here on the Euro US dollar.
Okay. Buy Euro US dollar. Let me see here. Interesting. I got a different take on that, but that's just me. All right. Have you looked at the 4 hour?
No, I didn't look at the 4 hour. I'm just looking for 20 pips. So
okay, gotcha. All right, perfect. All right, traders. Well, it is a battle, and we'll have to see how Cameron and I do. And so, just a quick one for everyone. When you're looking at the markets, I was a trading chief trader of a platform of traders that there was 32 traders. It was a beautiful platform. It was back in South Africa. You walk up the stairs. As you get up the stairs, it was on the second floor. We actually had training on the first floor. So there was training rooms on the first floor for all our new students. We'd go up to the second floor. On the second floor, there would be the reception desk, and then to the right there would be we would have actually it was 64. Sorry, we'd have 32 stations, trading stations on the right side of the floor, and then on the left side of the floor we'd have another 32 trading stations. There were trading stations with pots of, I think it was four pots at a time. So we had four traders sitting at a disc that was subdivided, and they had their own private section. We had TVs all across the floors, different news stations opened up everywhere. We had a boardroom, a huge boardroom, a training boardroom that would come into the boardroom every morning and talk about the markets and discuss, directional bias. We discuss opportunities. We discuss the news. We discuss everything inside this room. We'd take about 45 minutes, 30 to 45 minutes, having a huge discussion about everything that we possibly could think about that could be happening in the marketplace. And then we'd go out there and do our trading. You'll be amazed that when everyone sits down, 64 people sitting in a room discussing the same thing, seeing the same thing, talking about the same thing, and then leave, and then at the end of the day, go ahead and find out how everyone did. Everyone did differently. Someone did something else. Someone was buying. Someone was selling. Someone was doing it. Someone was just scalping. Someone was swing trading. It's just everyone was making different setups, doing different setups. So that's what's really great about, and what we show here in the show is that everyone can have their own sort of feel about the market and trade it differently and get different results. And even though we may have successful traders right across the board, you have these different types of traders and different styles of trading, which is fantastic. And that's what makes this Forex market so interesting. All right, let's go ahead and take a look and see what is next on the list. I'm going to go ahead and do another swing here. And let's go and see. Kevin, what did you just have?
I had the Euro US dollar.
The Euro US dollar. Oh,
Yep.
sorry, I was looking at the wrong one. No, your buy is good. Sorry, I was looking at the US dollar CAD. And that's why when you said that you were buying, I'm like, I don't know. But now I totally agree with you.
No,
All right.
I like to buy on the euro, and then I like to sell in the US dollar CAD.
Yeah. For some reason, I thought you were on the US dollar CAD. And I was like,
Yeah,
interesting. I was looking at that
I've gone
chart.
ahead already and placed a trade in the US dollar CAD for my VIP members. I went sold.
Oh my goodness, you're giving it away. You're giving it away. We got nothing to. Now I'm just going to have to go ahead and sell now. All right.
Oh, you already gave it away. You already said that you looking for a sell.
Snap. All right, back at you. All right, so here it is. I've got US dollar CAD open right here. Traders, we're at resistance. There's a couple of things right here that we have to look at that really stands out. And it's a no-brainer for me. And you can see right here that we're holding up at this key level right here. Let's change that. That looks horrible. Let's do a different color. Yep, there we go. So we're at this resistance right about here. We're getting the market rejecting that level. We've got a wave 1, wave 2, wave 3. We're expecting this to be a wave 4 right here. So we're expecting price to come back to retest the level down here at 65 or 60, sorry, 36.15. So Cameron, do your thing, buddy. Let's go ahead and sell
Okay.
US dollar CAD.
All right, sold.
All right, perfect. Traders, once again, check out the description down below. You get the Telegram link. It's free. Check it out. Connect. See exactly how the trades are being placed. All right. Remember, traders, everything we do is very transparent. We open about the entry, the exits of the position. So we're not, and by the way, a small disclaimer, we're not telling you guys what to do. We're not NFA registered. So we're not a CTA. which means that we are not commodity traders advisors. We cannot tell you what to do. We can just show you from an educational point of view what we're doing and how we're doing things. Whether you follow or not, that's up to you. But what we're doing is educating you. We're also giving you transparency as well. We're showing the trades that we enter. This is a live trading account. It's not a demo account. I want to make sure that that's clear as well. So everything we're doing is on a live trading account, and we're doing it live here in the show. Okay, next up. All right, we short US dollar CAD. If I look at the bigger picture, just to give everyone sort of a bigger perspective of what I think about the US dollar CAD, I believe that US dollar CAD is going to drop back down to at least that 36.15 level. Maybe even possibly going down to that 35.80, 35.60. That is where my, call it midterm, long-term, whatever. That is the target to the downside that I'm expecting US dollar to drop back down to. So I am, despite this rally that we've seen this morning, I am bearish on the dollar. Okay. And I know we do have rate decisions coming out next week. They're going to raise the rates 25 basis points. We've maybe seen the market reacting to that right now. And so I think what's going down right now is that unless they do something different, I think the market's already pricing this in. The market's already pricing what the Fed's going to do next week. So I think we're going to continue with this downward trend as we head into the weekend. So let's see how that plays out. Cameron, all right, you are up. Let's go ahead and take a look right here. And it's going to be Aussie CAD. That's your baby there.
Aussie CAD. I'm actually looking at the Aussie CAD right now, and it's very interesting because this is what I'm expecting here in the Aussie CAD. My screen up. Okay. All right, your screen went off there. All right, so here in the Aussie CAD, what I'm really expecting is I see supply zone right above the Aussie CAD here, and that's where I'm expecting for price to move to right now. So if we take a look at the 1 hour, if I zoom out here a little bit, what we do is we have some key supplies right here in the zone, and that's where price is pulling back now, and then now it's trying to continue to move back into the supply zone. And once price gets into the supply zone, that's where I'm expecting a nice retracement, a pullback here. Once we get in there, as you can see, we don't have any negative divergence. It looks like price is starting to form some negative divergence as we get price to go ahead and push to our supply zone. So let me go and see how much is it, how many pips is it to the supply zone? To these highs, ooh, that is pretty tight. That is about 19 pips, 20 pips. That is pretty tight. So my strategy is for the sake of this show, I'm gonna get in a buy to try and see if I can close this out sooner than Big Dog close out his trade. So I'm gonna go with a buy here. It's a pretty tight trade, pretty aggressive trade, but what I would do if I had time to wait is I would wait for price to get to the supply zone, look for that negative divergence forming, and possibly want to get in a sell at the supply zone. So for the sake of the show, I'm gonna buy, but for all my VIP members know how I trade with supply zone, I will sell at the supply zone for that specific specific reason. But for now, I'm gonna go ahead with a buy, just for the sake of the show, to see if I can go ahead and close out before FxBigDog closes out. So I'm just waiting to see if it does pull back a little bit here. It's pretty tight in this 20 pip range. Now, what I'm anticipating is I hope price goes ahead and gives a push past the supply zone a little bit to go ahead and close me out to grab some more liquidity as we get that retracement back down. So yeah, I'm gonna go with the buy. It's a pretty aggressive approach, but for the sake of the show, I'm gonna do that.
All right. So Cameron's taking on a little bit of aggressive move on this. So is he getting desperate to beat my ass? I don't know. All right. Maybe yes. I don't know. But it looks like it's getting pretty pretty heated up here. All right, traders, listen here. It totally amazes me how Cameron has formed has transformed into this amazing trader. And he doesn't have to have 25 years of experience to get where he is. In fact, Cameron and I have been working together probably for the last 4 years, maybe close to 5 years. And Cameron started off, he wasn't interested in trading at all. I mean, he just like, he did some back testing. He was involved in the outer skirts or the development of new products and new strategies and that type of stuff. But he wasn't really into the actual trading itself. Um, and about 2 years ago, maybe a year and a half, 2 years ago, Cameron and I got together and he said, you know what, actually, Pops, I do want to go ahead and get into some trading. I want to learn a little bit more about that. And he started digging deep and he started working himself and getting involved in the trading to a point right now that he is now 2 years in, actual live trading, 2 years in. He's running his own trading room. His students are doing exceptionally well. He's hitting his profit targets very early in the day. He goes ahead and he talks about it inside the trading room, and then once he goes ahead and decides on it, he puts his trades in the live market with the guys. Everyone's there in the trading room. They're talking about, discussing it. He throws the trades in, and he's seeing quick profits. He sees things really moving really fast. In fact, if I go ahead and take a look at, then I have to take this moment right here and just commend Cameron for just an absolutely stellar job that he's doing. I mean, look at the results for a person that has been trading for a short period of time. We put him through a little sort of demo phase, then into live trading. For doing demo trading and then live trading and doing this for about 2 years, he's done exceptionally well as he's taken over this managed account that we have right here, and he's just killing it. I mean, he's got to results of 17% a month. I'm not saying everyone's going to get it. I'm just telling you what he's been doing, and he's just been raking it up. This year, it's been a little slow. You know, they're going a little bit more conservative, looking at risk, obviously, because there's a lot of things happening here in the world, and you have to go ahead and preserve capital. And so doing something a little bit different this year, but still doing really, really well. And he does this every single day between Monday to Thursday at 9:30 in his trading room. So check it out for sure. Check it out. You get all the tools, you get all the information, you get the trade setups, you get everything. You get the Discord channel that where you can communicate with other traders. And like I said, there's traders inside this session right here that are part of it that are just absolutely having a great, great time. And I'm mentoring Cameron, and Cameron is mentoring these other traders. So it's almost like you're getting information from me that's been passed on to Cameron, that's been passed on to our students. So you're getting a lot of good stuff. And it's a great membership. Check it out. It's called the Starter Pro membership. All right. I believe it's called Starter Pro Bundle because it's bundled with other things as well. Plus, you can also get Cameron's trade ideas connected to your trading account if you want as an option. And that will allow you to be not in the trading room and still get the trades that Cameron places every single day. So you don't miss out on anything. And that's the most important right there. If you're not available in the trading room, you can get access to his actual trades and get them actually added in as well. So check it out. All right, traders, last currency pair of the morning is going to be on the CAD. This is the CAD Swiss right here. Let's go take a look right here. So, by the way, Cameron, just well done, dude. You're doing a stellar job. You're doing an excellent job. And Cameron also runs the support team as well. He's actually head of the support team. He runs his team. He's got his team working on a whole bunch of things and helping students to be able to get what they need and be successful. Traders Network Club is all about success, and that's why it was created. It was created to help traders be successful very quickly, and the tools that we provide are helping students be successful quickly. Not everyone's going to be successful. I get that part because everyone is doing what we're not telling them they have to do things. We're giving them sort of guidelines, and some students choose to go somewhere, do something else and do something different, be a little bit more aggressive. and so everyone is gonna is gonna reap the benefit of what they're doing, right? Whether it's good or bad. So make sure you check it out. Now this is it right here, Cat Swiss. Now Cat Swiss, Cameron and I are going to go ahead and look at this Cat Swiss, and don't forget we're going to do a bonus trade towards the end here. But if you take a look over here, the Cat Swiss, in my opinion, Cameron, is moving back up to this resistance level right here. All right. And this resistance level has been tested. Price has been rejected off that. But we're still in an overbought condition. I still see pressure pushing back up. We spoke about this level, this very important level right here. This is the lowest that the Cat Swiss has ever been. If you go to a monthly time frame right here, you can see based on this data that you can see right here, this is the lowest point we are at. So I'm going to say that the Cat Swiss is going to remain inside this big, large consolidation, which means that price is going to continue to push back up. So we can see price on the Cat Swiss going up to about 0.7900, all right? And even in the short term, we're looking at a target here at around about 71.16. So this is the short-term target right here. It's actually 71.13. That's where we see the short-term target going to. So we're expecting price to continue to work his way up towards that level there, and then maybe come back down again, test the support, and then go back up and start rallying back up. So we're going to get that sort of price action. So I'm going to say that if I go down to the lower time frame, Cam, I'm going to look for possibilities of price waving up. So let's go down to the lower time frame right here. And here is, we've seen, by the way, we've seen the market a little bit range bound right now. And it's between this right here. So I'm going to say that, Cam, that a possible buy on Cat Swiss. I want to get your opinion on here based on your levels of liquidity that needs to be filled. I'm seeing it stuck inside this range. What are you seeing on your side right here, and how do you break it down? You muted.
Oh, yeah. So yeah, what I'm looking at here is if you pull up my chart, um, what I do notice is obviously prices moving bullish. We're seeing higher highs, we're seeing higher lows, according to my MACD. And look at the 1 hour, we're moving in an oversold position. And when I'm noticing, okay, we have a little higher, but we can see the price is kind of testing these highs. But we're in this important key zone right here. If I zoom out a little bit, is a very key demand zone. And what we're doing is just having price testing this demand zone, looking to see if we want to break through this support as well, support level, a previous support level that we had in the market as price is testing it right now. But we can also notice right now is yeah, we got a little lower negative divergence on the MACD. Same thing with the oscillator. So we're going to have a little pullback here, and price is just kind of testing these consolidation zones where we're seeing liquidity. So price is kind of just moving choppy right now. I call it choppy when we're seeing a lot of sideways movement as price is trying to figure out if it wants to create more demand to push price through these levels. But what we're seeing is price possibly could just move in this consolidation zone as it's consolidating, and we could see maybe a dip testing back these lows a little bit and price come back up. But I am bullish, expecting price to want to come back up and break through this previous support level that the market was testing, try and break through this and come back into our range bound that we were previously in on the Cat Swiss. So going to a lower time frame, I can see price possibly just dipping a little further back down. Not a lot here. I mean, I'm sure this is about how many pips? Probably about, yeah,
15?
it's about probably 10, 15 pips if price does want to move a little further back down. So I wouldn't sell. Definitely looking for a buy. Possibly, could even if it was me, I'll probably even wait a little bit, see if price wants to come back to test these a little bit. As you can see on my oscillator, it's very choppy as well. But yeah, I think the long term the target I'm looking for the cash switch here is for price to go ahead and rally back up here to test these highs, and this demand zone here, and
Yep.
possibly I'm anticipating a breakthrough that level. So yeah, I like the buy as well.
Yeah, I do too. And even if we're wrong in the short term, at least we got the midterm upside direction right. I think so too. And I agree with you that there's about a 10 or 15 pip opportunity to the downside. But so not enough to go ahead and grab 20 pips on the short, but go ahead and say, hey, let's get in on right now and let's see if we can go. I might even change the entry point. Instead of every 25 pips came, I might go ahead and change it to 20 pips, just so that if it does go down, we might be picked up on a second order so we can make profit very quickly to the upside. So let's change it up a little bit. Let's take this one right here and change the actual grid to 20 pips instead of 25 pips on this. So this is what we can do with the tool. With the tool, you can change your levels. You can set up your risk management. He's changing it now from 25 to 20 pips, just because we see that the range is tighter. And if it does drop back down, it'll pick us up at that trade. And then he's going to go and execute it. There it is. He's going to go with that buy. And we definitely see, and you can see there, Cameron's something popped up on Cameron's screen there, telling him that there was a trade that was implemented. And so what we see right here is, traders, is that that the market could absolutely go back up here, and that's about a 40 pip rally. So this downside move right here is just a short-term dip and then a rally. And so we're okay with that. And this is what you've got to get to, right? You've got to get to a point where you say, you know what, I'm okay with the market perhaps going back down to retest this level and then entering an entry point right here, only for the market to go back up again to get to that point right there. So that's going to be the upside target here on the top. Okay. Now, traders, so we're long on the CAD Swiss, looking for that that short-term profit of about 20 pips. And we're going to go ahead and I did post that as well. Looks like you're not doing the same thing. So we are going to go ahead and talk about now the bonus trade. So bonus trade, what is the bonus trade going to be today? Well, there's a 3 currency pairs that I'm really looking at: Euro, Pound, Pound US dollar, and Aussie New Zealand dollar. These 3 pairs I've been monitoring over the last few months, and I've been trying to put together sort of a strategy belt to trade them. Maybe include into what we're doing currently right now, or to go ahead and change it up. Now, what I've done is, traders, I've gone ahead and actually put together something unique that I think a lot of traders would be really interested in, and that is created what we call a hedge position. Hedge position is that we've got 2 trading accounts. One account is looking for only buy signals. The other account is looking for only sell signals. Why do we separate the 2 accounts? We separate the 2 accounts because of this reason. When you get caught up in position, so if the market's going, let's say, bearish, but you've gone ahead and bought on a particular currency pair because you saw a buy signal, and the market goes bearish, further bearish, we have the other side where, and this is the thing I've got to show you. The market moves in waves, right? This is how the market moves in waves. And if the market's doing this, what are we going to do over here at support? We want to go ahead and buy. So if we go ahead and put a buy position in here, but the market goes ahead and continues to sell, and we continue to buy, and it breaks the low right here, what do we have? We now have a bearish signal, which means that trend is changing. So we'll continue to be bullish, but now we can start thinking about, when the market comes up, we can start thinking about selling, so that if we don't get out on this trade and make profit on this, we're actually going to be selling and picking up profit on the downside. So when we're holding on some buy positions, we now can go ahead and profit on the down positions. This is something that's coming up pretty soon that we're going to be talking about, and we'll be launching inside Traders Network Club. Get excited about it. It's coming out soon. The thing here that you have to understand here is, number one, and I just realized I'm late for a session, by the way. We'll talk more about this next week, all right? A lot, because I just realized I'm running out of time here, and I've got a tight schedule. So this is the deal. We're going to look at a currency pair right now that I'll be looking at that's going to be part of this whole change of structure, and this is going to be on these 3 pairs, but I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to the New Zealand CAD first right here, and I'm going to take a look at the the Aussie New Zealand, and I'm going to take a look at this one right here, and I'm going to go ahead, and based on what I'm seeing right here, I'm noticing that price has moved in from this wave to this wave. We could move down a little bit further down here and get to this support right here. So therefore, I'm looking for price to bounce back up again. Now, it could bounce from where it's at right now, or it can go a little lower right here, and that's about a 12 pip drop. So I'm going to start off by buying right now on the bonus trade the Aussie New Zealand dollar. Put a buy trade in on the Aussie New Zealand dollar, chasing after Cameron, 10 pips on this one right here. Now, we don't have this set up on our chart right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and do this manual. We're not going to put this into the live account, but I'm going to go ahead and show you because we have accounts that are actually trading these signals. So I'm going to go ahead and tell you exactly what the setup is going to be. The setup is going to be right here. What is price at? Price is at 710. No, sorry, 700. So 1.0700. So we're going to go ahead and buy at 1.700. This is going to be a buy. There it is. And we're going to close out. We're going to take profit at 1. So this is take profit at 1.0710. There it is there. That's the signal. That's the trade. And what we're going to do is we are going to level in every 25 pips. So which means that if the market drops further, every 25 pips, we will level in, but we're going to be looking for a 10 pip net profit. Not 20, 10 pip net profit on this trade. That's it. Done. That's it. Done. Cameron, I've got to run. I want to thank everyone for coming in today. Appreciate everyone being here. We'll see you guys next week for the next battle. Actually, will I? No. Actually, I think I'm going to be away next week. My bad. All right. Well, we'll figure out what's going to go down. But the next show will be next week. Make sure you guys check it out. Show's going to be exactly at 9:30 on Fridays. Check out the show next week. Guys, follow us on YouTube. Check out the YouTube channel, FxBigDog, Traders Network Club. Subscribe to both of those YouTube channels, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Guys, have a fantastic weekend. Have a blessed weekend, and we'll see you next time. Cheerio.